All right, this is the Drive-By Night Show. The phone line is open, 402-853-8436. This is kind of a throwback to old school talk radio days. There's just a number. I'm the guy here. Call it. I'll answer. We can talk about whatever you want. There aren't too many rules to the format. Just be cool, be respectful, and we can just have a conversation. So this is the 4th official episode that I've done. The last 3 are archived on YouTube at all the rides. So if you're curious to see what the last few shows were like, you check them out there. This particular show will be archived on YouTube at all the rides by Saturday. So go subscribe there and you'll be able to see what this is all about. Always takes a second for the first call to come in, but I find once that it does, we just kind of roll downhill from there. So don't be shy. Somebody's got to be the first person to do it. The phone line is open. Give me a call and let's chat about whatever. Had a few regulars last week that called in, so I'm starting to notice that. Okay, here comes our first one from Virginia. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. So what's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
Oh, just getting the show started, honestly. So it always seems to take a few minutes before that first call comes through, but then after that, everyone's relaxed and it's just no big deal. So, have you ever seen the show before?
Yeah, I was just watching it.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's usually a pretty fun time. So, what are you doing tonight then?
I'm just playing video games with my friends.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like a good night.
Yeah, well, I hope you have a great day.
Okay, you do the same. Thanks so much for calling.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so I think that was just kind of a check-in. We're just checking in here. You know, a lot of times we're checking in to make sure that this number is real, that somebody's actually going to answer, and there you go. Got that one going. Now we got New York calling right now. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Oh my God, hi.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What are you up to?
Nothing really, honestly.
Just kind of bored?
Yeah.
You've been in quarantine too long?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you been holding up? Are you ready to just like go out and get crazy?
Not really.
Okay. No, you like being at home all the time.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. I don't mind it either. There's just every now and then where it's like I gotta just get out of the house for a little bit, but being inside doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. So what? Anything on your mind tonight?
Honestly, not really. I just always see this on TikTok, and
okay.
I know.
So you thought tonight was the night? You know what? I'm gonna call in and say that I did it, and there you go.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fun. You got anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to promote?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. What was the last real good like movie or TV show that you watched?
So there's this really good show on Hulu I finished watching. It's kind of, I don't know what it's called. It's something, The Life of a Handmaid.
Oh yeah. I that's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's pretty weird show, right?
Yeah, it was kind of bizarre.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good deal. We need those shows right now to keep us going, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on your mind tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for calling. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Okay. So, checking in, watching a little Hulu. There you go. Where phone line is open. We got Wisconsin on the line. Drive-by night show. How are you? Okay. Wisconsin wanted no part of that, and that's okay. That happens. We got Montana. This is the first time for Montana for us. Drive-by night show. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad. What's going on in Montana?
Well, it's a Montana phone number,
Okay.
but currently I'm driving in the state that I really don't want to be in anymore. I'm a trucker.
Yeah.
I'm heading over Donner Pass in California.
Okay. What happens at Donner Pass that you don't like?
Well, it's not Donner Pass I don't like. It's just the state of California.
Okay.
As a truck driver, I'm
Yeah.
required. How I make money is I'm paid by the mile.
Yeah.
The entire state of California, 55 speed limit is required for all semi trucks.
Is it really no matter you're
Whole
on
state.
the interstate? It doesn't matter. 55.
55 the entire way. If you go over
Wow.
55, they pull you over, $1,000 ticket at least.
No way, dude. That seems a little extreme. I mean, like, is there any other state that has that stiffer regulations, or is it just kind of California's the only one?
California is the only state I've found so far that has the strictest regulation. Like most places are like you 45 mile an hour, 35 mile an hour when you're going through a town.
Yeah, sure.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But California, the entire interstate, there's signs everywhere that say 55 mile per hour when towing any vehicle that's towing anything is required to go 55. Most people around here go about 60, but it's one of the things that if you want to get pulled over, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody else gets to go around 65 or 70. But the entire state of California is all 55, and so when I drive into California, even though the mileage might be great,
Yeah.
even though they might have me going down to like LA or something like that, I'm not making any very much money as if I would if I was going from Oregon down to Las Vegas.
Sure. I totally get it. That's a bummer. Now, do you have to stop, because I know I've driven into California and you have to stop right when you cross the border, declare any fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And do you have
so
to do
all
that
trucks
too?
have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you pull down, you go down in there. You basically show your bill of lading. I delivered Lowe's down there in California.
Yeah.
I pick up in Oregon, and then I drive down to California, and they usually send me down to the Sacramento area. But you drive in there, you give them your bill of lading. They look at it. If there's something in there that they want you to inspect or something, you just pull over. If you come inside, they stamp it, tell you hey, give this to the person you're delivering to, make sure that they set it aside because apparently they have to go look through it. It's usually plants and flowers and stuff like that they care about. But other than that, you drive down there 55 miles an hour. I'm able to usually make it to Corning, and it's the worst traffic I've seen anywhere in the entire U.S.
Corny.
Yeah, Corning is not bad traffic, but California traffic
Oh,
in general
sure.
is the
No,
worst traffic I've seen.
I've driven it, man. I've driven the 5 and the 15, and you get into LA and the 10 and the 101, and it's just awful. So I understand.
But I get to drive over to Corin. That's where I'm delivering right now. I got a load of sugar going to Corin, Utah.
Okay, right. How much sugar exactly?
Well, you know those little packets of sugar that you get over at Walmart?
Sure.
I have an entire truckload of that stuff. I'm probably around. So an empty truck is 34,000. That's the total weight of the truck.
Yeah.
My weight of the truck loaded is about 76,000 right now.
okay, man. So
I'm heavy.
40,000 pounds of sugar, then, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's one of those things. It's palletized and it's packed in plastic wrap. In fact, underneath the Oakland Bridge, that's where that C&H sugar company is located at.
Oh, okay. Right on, man. Well, good deal.
Yeah,
that sounds fun, man. How long have you been on the road, for your career?
For 2 years right now. I'm
Okay.
thinking about after my 2.5 year marker, I'm going to leave this company, go over to my buddy in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
'Cause right now I'm making 46 cents per mile,
Yeah.
which isn't bad. That's not bad for an industry standard, and it's for a mega carrier company. But my buddy's working for a company out of Pennsylvania, making 70 cents a mile to start.
Well, there you go, man. That sounds. I would get on that if you can, for sure.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Nebraska.
Oh, how you loving the weather over there?
Oh,
right
it's
now?
fine, man. It snowed like 15 inches last week, and then this weekend it's supposed to get real cold, like -10, wind blowing and everything, and not too much storm wise, but just like super cold, So it's fine. It's just it's just that time of year,
Well, I did find out something the other day that might help you out. It's something I learned a while back that I didn't think about, and I was thinking, I should probably tell as many people as possible.
Okay.
So if you get like a towel, like a bath towel, something like that, and you get some magnets, because most of these vehicles have like a metal frame around their windshield.
Okay.
Get a magnet, put it on top of the towel on your windshield, and any moisture that collects on the exterior of your windshield in the morning will get soaked up by the towel, and then it'll freeze inside the towel. That way, in the morning, you just peel that towel off. You don't have to wait for your windshield to defrost.
There you go. I like it a lot, man. It's it's just you get used to it after a while, I guess. Just scraping. You start up the car, turn on all the defrost, start the scraping, and yeah, it depends on the day, but that can be like 15-20 minutes. You got to do all that.
Well, I got to ask you, how do I get to 1,000 followers on TikTok? Because I'd love to stream like you're doing.
Yeah, shout out your handle right now on the stream, and we'll send people your way.
Well, that's the thing. I don't make videos. I was thinking about making videos.
You gotta make videos, man. You gotta just make some videos. Do some you got a dash cam going in your rig?
Nah. They have a forward-facing camera that I don't even have access to, which is a pain in the butt anyway. But no,
get your own. You can get one for like $100, and then you can start to record some stuff as you're driving around, because I'm sure you see, weird accidents and near accidents.
Mostly just idiot drivers.
Record some of that stuff and start posting it, and you'll get to 1,000 fast. Honestly.
Okay.
It doesn't take that long.
Okay. I mean, most of the stuff I've been using TikTok is just scrolling through other truckers and talking to them and
yeah, sure,
stuff like that. But
yeah, but then
perfect, man. Well, thanks for doing this. It's a lot of fun talking to you.
Yeah, no worries, man. I enjoyed the conversation as well, and that's what it's all about. So, yeah. Have anything else you want to say on your way out?
No, sir. Just
okay.
Have fun up there. Oh, wait. One thing I wanted to ask you in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Are your guys' ammo stores depleted? Because everywhere I've been so far, they're like out of everything.
Which stores? I'm sorry.
Your ammunition stores.
Oh, I honestly don't know. I wouldn't be surprised though. I think that's just kind of going around everywhere right now.
Everybody I've talked to so far, every single state, everything is empty.
I would say it's probably the exact same here then as well.
I need stuff so I can go hunting.
I hear you, man. I hear you. It's just a weird time right now. Everyone's just stocking up because nobody knows what's going on. So
I know.
It's just the way it is.
All right. Well, have a wonderful night, sir.
All right,
and
buddy.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. Drive safe.
You too.
Bye. Bye. Okay. So there you go. We had a guy driving the truck into California, only 55 miles per hour throughout the whole state. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Okay, so I pulled over. I'm gonna kind of try and get caught up on the chat. Someone says, "Dude, this is so dope." Yes, it is. We got a "What's going on?" LOL. We got "First time seeing the show. Thanks. Hope you enjoy it." We got "Just for trucks." No, anybody can call. Doesn't matter. Oh, you're talking about maybe 55 high over the road trucks. Depends where you come from. This is not fascinating. Okay, sorry about that. True, I'm down south where everyone thinks they can race. I'm in Central. Call, do we race? He. We got Wisconsin on the line here. Drive-by Night Show, how are you?
What's up, Big Daddy?
Not much. What's going on with you tonight?
Not a whole lot. I was wondering if you could show us your dildo collection.
I don't know what he was going for there, but yeah, just got blocked, I guess. Okay, what do we got here? So that been 2 months, and I'm at 100. 60 in Oregon. Also, you don't have to do 55 in Cali. Most of us drive 60 to 63, no problem. We've got Alaska calling in. Drive by Night Show, how are you?
Hello?
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good. Can you turn your phone down?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I can just hear myself echoing in the background.
Sorry, I'm doing good.
You're all good. What's going on tonight?
Not much. I'm just chilling up in Alaska.
Okay, well, tell me all about what you do in Alaska. I've never been.
I go hunting. I race snow machines and dirt bikes.
Okay.
Snow machines in the winter, dirt bikes in the summer.
Okay.
A lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hang out with friends. All that kind of fun stuff.
Nice. Now, is there just like endless land? Because there's just so much land there. Do people like know like what everybody's land is, or is there just like so much land that people don't even know like who owns it?
There's a lot of like that. A lot of people have like no trespassing signs and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the houses, I live in a city called Wasilla.
Okay.
And it's a decent sized city. Our city, Anchorage, which is an hour away, is like a big city. It's like San Diego, pretty much. Like has the malls and has all that stuff. And it has like Fifth Avenue. It has like Diamond Mall. It's called. It's like they just have like American Eagle, Buckle, Gucci, all that cool stuff down there.
Okay. Right on, man.
Yeah.
So you live there your whole life?
Yeah, I've been here my whole life.
Okay. Now, do you ever make it like to visit like the rest of the states or?
Yeah, I've been to California.
Okay.
I've been to Arizona. I've been to Cabo and Mexico. And I've been on fun places.
Oh, nice. And you like visit like travel around Canada as well, since it's just closer.
I through Canada driving to San Diego.
Okay, that's a pretty long drive.
Yeah.
Well, good deal, man. So, just chilling in Alaska. What's like the weather there right now?
Look, I think it's like 19.
19. That's not that bad, honestly.
It's 14. Up
Yeah.
on the North Slope, like the oil field where my brother's working right now. Negative 5.
Okay. And then, like, how much snow have you gotten this year?
In Wasilla, like 3 feet.
3 feet. Okay. That's a lot of snow.
Yeah.
But you're just used to it. No big deal.
Something I get used to. Yeah. Sometimes it's overwhelming, like when it's snowing for 3 or 4 days straight. But
Okay. And then what do you have to deal like the time of the year when it stays like, bright until like 3 in the morning or something? Do you encounter that?
Summertime?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be it's pretty much light out for 20 hours a day.
Okay. And what happens then? Do you just have to like just put blankets over your windows and just try to sleep?
At my house, we have blackout curtains we can use.
Okay.
Look, I like it. It's fun. Like staying up, like especially during summer when there's no school, you can just stay up all night and stuff.
Yeah, sure. It's interesting, that it's just like it's just bright for that long.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to me, but sounds pretty cool.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank
Talk to
you.
you later.
Yep. See ya. Hey, sorry. That was Alaska calling there. We're back to the chat. It says hello from Rhode Island. Why can't the creeps just stay away? They just can't. They just can't. I do Uber too. I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh my God, I'm waiting. What's happening? This is the first time I caught you live. We just take phone calls. We just hang out, and we sometimes drive around and whatever. Here's Georgia on the line. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, not too bad tonight. What's going on?
I called you like the other day.
Okay.
I was talking to you about TikTok guidelines and stuff.
Oh,
But I
okay.
have a request now.
All right, what you got?
I want to hear your best bad joke.
My best bad joke? Wow.
Yeah, your best bad joke.
No, I understand. That's a tough one. You kind of putting me on the spot here, honestly. What's a good bad joke? Oh boy.
Do you want to hear one?
Yeah. Help me out here. Warm me up.
How do you make a tissue dance?
I don't know.
You put a little boogie in it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay, so you know what? I did, like, I've got a video where, like, I pick up this girl and she asked me, how do you put an elephant into a refrigerator? And then she says, open the door and put him in. And, like, I thought, like, that was the whole joke. And then she says, like, well, how do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator? And then it's like, open the door, pull out the elephant, and then put the giraffe in. And then it's like, I can't remember the punchline of the joke, but it ends up being something like, then there's like a safari going on, and there's like an alligator trying to kill the animals, but he can't do it because they're all in the refrigerator or something.
That was nice.
Nah, it's horrible.
Well,
it's horrible. And I didn't even tell it well, and I forgot it, and now I don't even know what I'm saying.
I think you might be overthinking it a little bit. I think you're doing great.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to have to maybe think about this one and get back to you on it. There's just none coming to my mind, honestly.
That's all good.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to say that you're still one of my favorite TikTokers, and I hope you have a good night.
Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
No problem, man. Be safe tonight.
Yeah, cheers. Have a good one. Okay, so bad jokes there. I don't know. I have a very difficult time remembering jokes for some reason. Like, somebody can tell me a joke, and then like 5 minutes later, I've totally forgotten about it. Like, my brain just doesn't process that way. I don't know what the deal is, but all right, back to the chat. We've got okay, here we go. What's happening? This is the first time I caught you live. Hello from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello. Dad joke. Did you say you're in Georgia? I'm in Florida. There we go. Okay. I guess we're just all caught up with the chat. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little under the weather tonight, to be honest with you. Wasn't quite sure I was going to come out here and do this. And I'm out here, and it's like, it's fine, but I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm feeling the best. So call me up, talk me through this, help me get through the night here. We can do this together. I promise the show's better than this usually. I think it's just the host tonight is not 100%, and that's just the way it goes. So give me a call, and it'll make the night go by faster. Please. Okay, so we're back to driving around. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of driving around in circles at this point, but that's okay. Phone line is open. 402-853-8436 is the number, and give us a call. We'll see what's going on out there. Help me get through this night. Otherwise, I just don't even know. I just don't even know at this point. Just got to push through. Got to power through. Okay, we got South Carolina there. Thank you so much. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
I'm doing good, bud. How are you?
You know what? I was just kind of saying I'm a little under the weather, to be perfectly honest with you. But I started this show a few weeks ago, and I kind of just wanted to keep the momentum of it going. I didn't want to like take a week off, so I'm kind of just trying to power through, and I hope it's going okay. So what's up with you tonight?
Not much, man. I just had a couple days off work, and just kind of chilling, and I've been watching all your live shows that you've been doing, and liking how you've been doing with it so far.
Okay, thank you. No, I think it's been going great. Like, I can't believe how well it's gone, honestly. Like, save for a few like bonehead callers, but for the most part, everyone's super cool. So it's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and you're in Nebraska?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a lot colder than where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah, it's freezing here, man. Are you born and raised in South Carolina?
No, I was born in Reno, Nevada originally.
Oh wow.
And now I live in Myrtle Beach. So.
Okay. Well, and Myrtle Beach is kind of like, it's like a tourist type spot. Right.
Pretty touristy.
Yeah.
You have your on season, your off season. So, and then you have your bike weeks, and then you have your other tourist weeks. So you get your ups and downs here. So
sure.
But this pandemic's kind of killed a lot of it, but it's making it come back slowly.
Okay, you're starting to notice a few people popping in now and then.
Yeah. The one question I did have for you, though,
sure.
Actually, it just came up tonight, or I was thinking about it, just watching your show. So, you have your phone number posted in your car.
Yeah.
Have you ever had people call you when you're not live, like someone's trying to call in on the show, but they call you and it's not during the live show, and they just have your number from watching it?
Yeah, no, honestly, the phone kind of rings all the time. It's a dummy phone, so it's just my second phone that I literally use that number for the show only, and for no other reason. And then I just
and then
you have
other stuff for your Ubering and all that.
Yeah, and then I've got my regular phone right here that's capturing the live, like that's my real phone, and then the dummy phone like
cool.
Right next to it. This is the one that people call on, and whatnot. But I've noticed that like I'll just kind of turn it on silent and I'll leave it on, but then I'll go like check it every couple of days, and it'll have like 50 missed calls on it. And I went through like 20 voicemails today to see if there was like any good ones that I could like play on the show, but they all stunk. So I just deleted them all,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
you could start saving the good ones and then play it during the live. If you could ever find a way to do that, that'd be kind of neat.
That's what I was thinking. My idea was to like start every show off with a couple of voicemails, because it seems like it takes a few minutes before somebody calls first.
But you start with like 2 or 3 viewers, and then you get up there.
Yeah, exactly. But I just haven't had any good voicemails, so just haven't had the opportunity to do that. But it's kind of nice, in the voicemail, in a way. At least I have a chance to like screen it to make sure there's nothing like super inappropriate on it, because there were like a couple people that called and just said some very horrible things on the voicemail.
I think your first or second, I can't remember, it was the first or second show, you had one guy that called in, and you were just like, oh, that's not the kind of stuff we're looking for on here. I was like, oh crap.
I know, but it's like the show's fun. What makes it exciting is that it is live. So you never know what's going to happen. But then there's just like some people that they definitely want to take it too far, or they've got some weird axe. They got some weird axe to grind, and I don't know. They're just unhappy people, I guess,
Oh gosh, yeah. And I think it's kind of neat to see, how where all these, where all it's reaching. You had the one from Alaska, and then you had that trucker in California, and those people all over the place. It's pretty cool to see that, just to see where everybody's watching from.
I think there's only a few states that I'm missing. I've almost in 4 weeks hit all 50 states, which
wow,
it's just crazy to me. Like I really didn't think it was going to happen that fast.
What state in particular that you that you know that you're missing 100% that you list just waiting for to call in?
I know I'm missing Wyoming, South Dakota, Maine, And that honestly might be it. There might be another like kind of small. Yeah, because I know I had Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, Maryland. Like I've hit most of the East Coast. I think just Maine, South Dakota, and Wyoming off the top of my head are the 3 that haven't called in.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you get the rest of those states filled in tonight. Hopefully they end up calling in, and if they're listening, they should call in.
They should, because then they could be the first to do it. You know.
There you go.
I think it would be awesome. And then we have
And if for like the last state to like say Maine ends up being like the last state that you end up having to fill, you should do some kind of award show or something like that. That's kind of neat.
I agree. I like that, and I've been trying to think of ideas like that too. So like I like just this format of just talking and see where it goes. But there feels like there's sometimes I need to have like some ideas, like if the show hits like a dead point, like some sort of like games or promotions like that to
that or some kind of like
contest, just to kind of keep like those dead moments happening.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That'd be really cool, just to start getting people to start commenting, answers to like a game show or a trivia questions or something like that. That'd be kind of
for sure. And I think it'll be a thing. It as new as the show is, I think it will definitely evolve over time, and certain things will just happen kind of organically and just kind of become part of the show as well. So I'm excited to see like what this show will be in like 6 months. I think it'll be the same but different than what it is today.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll be really neat to see. I've been following you for a while, but I've been watching your videos for as long as I can remember. Just watching you two get some interesting riders in your car. That's
Yeah, I don't know.
Mainly the drunk ones. They're the more entertaining ones.
They are, and it's my fault for driving during those hours, but it's also like you can make more money. But all of that stuff, like virtually everything that you see on those videos, happens between like 10 p.m. and 3 in the morning. Like that's
I do a little bit of Uber driving myself,
okay.
And I'll get those kind of riders between around 2 and 4 in the morning, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're past your point.
yeah. It's kind of an amazing, it's kind of a unique job, really, in a way. You kind of get dumped with people at the end of the night. It's like bartenders and people at parties can like throw these people out and tell them to go home, and then like the Uber driver though is like the last person they get dumped with before they actually go home. So you see them kind of at their worst,
Oh gosh, yeah. It's just then you kind of feel bad for them, and then you're like, oh well, at least you're getting home safe and you're doing it the right way instead of driving drunk,
For sure. And I do. I like that part of it. It's a good service. Like everybody wins. They get home safe. You make a few bucks, and it's just kind of a cool thing. Like it's changed my life. When this popped up.
Any type of income is a better way.
Yeah. Well, just being able to work when you want. It's like just turn on that app, go do a few rides. It's like, you know what? I'm not into this tonight. I'm going home. Or there's other nights it's like, this is great. Let's just work like 10 hours tonight. It's just nice to have that choice.
Exactly, yeah. Well, all right, man. Well, you have a good night, and hopefully you end up filling in the rest of the states you haven't had call in yet.
All right, buddy. I'm going to start calling them out, so hopefully they'll be coming in. Thanks for the ideas and the conversation.
All right, yeah, man. Not a problem. You guys have a good night.
All right, we'll see you. Take care.
All right.
Okay, we got Indiana coming in. Drive-by night show. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good tonight. What's up with you?
No, I just saw your show on the TikTok Live. I'm a new follower of you. I think it's actually pretty cool. I got 2 things for you, actually. So,
right.
One, I noticed that you said you do Uber, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Have you ever tried doing DoorDash as well?
I do. I had done Uber for like 6 years, and then I did my last Uber ride last March, like right when, the pandemic was kicking into full swing and they started shutting everything down. So I started doing Uber Eats and DoorDash last March, and that's honestly what I've been doing for like the past 10 months or so.
Yeah, I've actually been doing DoorDash for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. How do you like it?
Are you? It's not bad. I'm actually located in Mobile, Alabama, so it's really busy down here.
Okay.
Bad thing is, they don't really sit down here, but I don't know.
I hear you, buddy.
Yeah. Where are you located at?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Okay.
So it's good. Tips are. So it's like some days they're easy to come by, some days they're hard to come by. It's just sort of that thing,
Yeah, that's understandable. But before I go to your second thing, are you an investor at all as well?
An investor?
Like stock-wise?
No, I did it a little bit when I was younger. I kind of got into it like when I was in high school and around there, and I just sort of lost interest over the years with it, so haven't looked into it quite a bit.
Yeah, understandable. I just want to get the word out to any of the viewers right now. I know it's been trending, but Dogecoin, if anybody's looking into Dogecoin, definitely buy it up because it's going up every single day. So
okay, I've heard a lot about it, and I think you're going to be my tipping point. Finally, when I go home, I'm going to do a lot of research on it because I kind of feel like, I've heard about it way too much that I got to start paying attention here.
Yeah, it's a cryptocurrency, and if everybody's on board with it and keeps going with it, it could take off like another Bitcoin, let's hope, but
right.
Definitely look into it.
Okay, thanks for the tip.
Hey, no problem. Hey, have a great night, all right? Drive safe.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.
Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about Dogecoin. Dogecoin to the moon. A lot of people have been saying, so I don't know. Cryptocurrencies, I understand it, but I'm also very confused by it. It's just kind of one of those things. All right, we got Alabama calling. I think this is my guy. Is this my guy?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. You know what? I get this number calling me from Alabama. I should just save it because I know who it is. So I apologize. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. Thank you. Is this your first time seeing the show?
Yeah, I was just scrolling through TikTok before I went to bed, and I seen the show, and I was like, well, this is pretty neat. This guy's got it really going on.
Yeah, it's fun, I just drive around and take phone calls, and we just kind of talk about whatever. So, what's on your mind?
Nothing really. Just been working all the time, and I've got a 3-year-old who's absolutely off the walls right now.
Yeah. Now, is it because just of the age, or is it because you've been stuck in the house too much?
No, it's just the age we're going through. That they say that terrible twos are bad, and honestly, it's like the threes. We're trying to do the potty training, and that's just, oh my goodness, that's a story for for another day.
Okay.
But so where'd you say you was from?
I'm from Nebraska.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if there's any Alabama folks listening, but I'm actually from a small town called Pisgah, Alabama.
Okay.
Currently living in Huntsville, Alabama, and I work at a dollar store, and we see some crazy folks. So I imagine with you Ubering, you see some crazy folks as well.
You do. It's a weird world, and it's like, if you're out in the public, like any sort of job where you work in the public, you're just gonna encounter weird people. It's just part of life,
Yeah, speaking of weird people, I had a guy today, I was giving him his change, and it was just a dime, and I was giving him his dime and his receipt, and he just, the way he just grabbed my hand, and, he grabbed it so weird, and I just kind of looked at him, and I just walked away, and I told my manager, I was like, this dude just, grabbed my hand like he was trying to hold it, and he was like, oh my goodness, that's the same guy that's doing another girl that way.
Oh, no.
And it's crazy. It's getting crazy out there, and it's like I told my husband, I was like, I'm almost scared to raise my son up in the world that we live in today, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Yeah. No, it is one of those things too, because it's just like, I mean, the world has always been crazy. It's literally been crazy since day one, But
right.
I understand what you're saying, because it's just sometimes you just see certain people, and sometimes it only just takes one person that you encounter, right, or you come across, and you're just like, what's going on here? And you're like, I know if there's one person like this, that means there's more people like this,
Right.
And and it is, and it's a scary thing. But what I have found over the years is, thankfully, it's the good, decent, cool people so outweigh the weirdos and the bad people. They really do. So we do still have that going for us, I think.
Right. So I have a weird question for you. So what is your weirdest encounter while you was Ubering, if you don't mind me asking?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get asked the question a lot, and I've told stories about it on this show already before. So I wish I could think of a different one. I'll tell you one that I've never told people on this show before. That was definitely kind of weird. I had two guys get in the back seat of my car, and we were about to leave, and then a guy just opened the front door and just jumped in and wanted to go with us, and somehow convinced the two people in the back seat that it was okay, because we were kind of going towards the same general direction.
Right.
And then those three guys, though, on the ride started arguing quite a bit with each other. And we pulled up to the place where the guy in the front seat, who wasn't even supposed to be there, his stop, and he invited the other two guys out of the car to fight.
Oh, wow.
It was just crazy. So he got out of the car, and then these two guys asked me, if we get out and fight this guy, are you going to drive away and leave us here? And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay here to make sure you don't kill him, and then I'll drive you to wherever you want to go. So they were like, okay. So they got out, and these three guys just start fighting in this random lawn in this neighborhood. And the one guy on his own, he did really well. He held his own just fine against these two guys. And they all three just kind of wore themselves out eventually. And then the other two guys just got back in the car, and I drove them to their place and dropped them off, And
wow.
Yeah, that's a story. I haven't thought about that one in a while. And I was trying to think of a weird one that I haven't told the story already too. So
see, I do some door dashing on the side.
Yeah.
And I don't like to do a lot of it, because by the time I do get to, it's nighttime, and here in Huntsville, it's starting to get real bad. And so most of the time that they order, it's to these ranky, these hoods, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm at, for one, because I've only been in Huntsville for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I just if a lot I have not done DoorDash since October.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I do DoorDash a lot, and I'll do it at night too. But yeah, I mean, I do it the lunch hour is pretty good. If you work from 10:30 till 1 or 2 in the afternoon, it's pretty good, and that's an easy time to work,
Right.
And you don't mind wherever you have to drive. It doesn't seem to matter too much.
Right. Well, I'm going to jump off here, and I hope you have a good rest of the night, and keep up with the show. Hopefully in 6 months, you will have an actual, a show. That would be pretty awesome.
Wouldn't that be something? I'm let's hope for it. Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if it's on air one night, on TV, if it ever goes on TV or something,
Yeah.
I'll be watching it and be like, hey, husband, I tell my husband, I called him on that guy when he was, he wasn't that big.
That's
but
right. Just on TikTok, just doing it.
Right.
Okay. That's
he makes fun of me so much for being on TikTok, and I'm like, you don't realize, like, you get so much inspiration from TikToks, and and you get to hear all these other people's stories, and he doesn't realize he's a gamer, so.
Yeah, no, it's all right. A lot of people don't realize, and I didn't even realize until I got on it, and then I did, and I'm like, there is so much more on here than you could ever imagine. And you can't even get to like 5% of all of it either. You know, there's stuff out there that you don't even know is happening on TikTok because it's just so big.
It's like I was looking through my TikToks, and I was in, before TikTok became TikTok, it was Musically.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to download this TikTok to see what it is. And when I downloaded all my videos from like Musically, decided to, was on there, and I was like, what is this? And I looked into it, and I was like, oh, Musically, it's TikTok now, so. But I like it I like it. So.
Yeah.
But I hope you have a good night.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling, and have a good one as well. Bye-bye. Okay, there you go. Well, there you go. That was a very lovely call from Alabama there. I'm going to try and get caught up on the chat here a little bit. Let's see. What do we got? Got to find... Okay, where did I end up? Oh, we got some fire sent to us. Here we go. And the phone won't get calling. Okay. Thought you were enjoying. Okay, all right. I found the spot on the chat that I wanted to start at now. Wisconsin's calling. Oh, they're gone. Never mind. Okay, what do we got? Do you cut the live when you get an Uber Lyft call? I'm not working Uber and Lyft right now. I'm simply just doing this show right now, and nothing else. All right, we got Texas on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you? Hello? Okay. Texas just wanted to make sure it was real. Just found your page and I'm loving it already. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really like your ideas you have going. Bravo, man. Thank you. I love it. We got... Okay. Joy Lynn Mello sent a bunch of fire. Thank you so much for that. We got Georgia calling in here. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you tonight?
Nothing, man. Just scrolling through TikTok, seeing the number and a call.
All right. You know what? And that's what the number's there for, and I think that's awesome. So you've never seen this show before? It just showed up like on your For You page?
No, I ain't never.
Okay. I've been doing this. This is like my 4th week doing this. Just something that I just like decided to try, and it's been awesome, man. Like people just call me from all over the place, and we just talk really about whatever.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I'm from Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah. Okay. Born and raised?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I've moved around a little bit here and there, but I've actually lived here for quite a long time, so it's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice place to live. Why not?
Yeah.
And that's that. Just started doing some TikToks a little while ago. Grew like some weird following from it, and it kind of just allowed me to do this show. So I've been kind of having a good time doing it, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, man. It's a nice little spin on what you can do on TikTok.
Yeah, and it's like I used to listen to, like I used to work like a lot of overnight jobs back in the day, and it was boring. There's nothing to do, and I only had like a little like radio that I could listen to because I couldn't listen to like anything on a phone or a computer or anything. So I just had to listen to like AM radio, and they just had like all these like shows where people just like call in and just talk to each other. And I was like, that's kind of a cool idea to like try and do something like that now. But you don't even need a radio station now. You just need just a phone and a signal.
Yeah, it was easy to get a hold of you, to say that.
Okay, there you go. Called right in, and here I am. So right on, man.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Anything on your mind tonight? Anything you want to like talk about?
I don't know, man. Just been trying to work hard. I got a baby on the way.
Okay. First baby?
No, second.
Okay.
I got a 2-year-old, and this will be the second one.
Okay.
Both boys.
Oh, right on. Well, there you go. That's good. But yeah, that's a lot of work, man. Raising 2 boys is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
I'm sure you do. So yeah, so working a lot right now, just saving up a few dollars, and yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, trying to save. It's tough out here. I mean, I know it's tough everywhere, but I do heat and air.
Okay.
And wintertime gets slow here. We're in the south, so people kind of put up with the cold more than they do the heat. But
Right.
summertime comes, and that's where I make all my money is whenever it gets 100 degrees and.
Yeah, and people's air conditioning breaks down, and they can't deal with
Yep.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way too. Like, I mean, if I live in a colder climate, but it's like, if my furnace breaks, it's like I'll put on a coat, I'll put on a
Right.
I'll put on a blanket. It's like I'll survive. But man, you cannot sit in a house when it's 100 degrees outside. It's just like sitting in a heat box at that point.
No.
It's
No,
like
people ain't gonna go without that air conditioning, not anymore.
no, and I've even done things like that before when I don't have an air conditioner. It's like I'll just get out in my car and just go drive around and turn on the air conditioner in my car, just to get out of my house.
That's right.
So I understand that for sure.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Mark.
Okay, my name's Jesse.
Nice to meet you, Jesse. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for calling. Anything else on your mind tonight?
No, man, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna run in here and watch a movie and try to get ready for tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck with tomorrow and your new son, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Hey, I appreciate that. I'm gonna follow you on TikTok. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that too. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, there you go. A little heating and air. It's busier in Georgia in the summer than it is in the winter. Back to the chat here. We've got, what's the longest Uber drive you've had? It was about 8 hours from Nebraska to Chicago. I don't know why. And yeah, it's a good story. I'll have to tell the story. If I get caught up with the chat, I'll tell the story. What do we got? You're saying LOL Dogecoin. Why are you saying that? I just don't even know enough about it. What's other people's opinions about Dogecoin? There's one in every crowd. LOL. I should invest. Anyone know the price for it? Okay, we're talking about it. All right, we got New Jersey calling in. Drive By Night Show. How are you? What's that? Okay, I don't know what that was. We got Texas now. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
I saw you on TikTok. I was like, is this real?
Okay, yeah, no, it's real. It's funny. A lot of people call in just to see if it's real, and it's fine with me. But yeah, now that you're here, what's on your mind?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I've been doing the show for about 4 weeks now, so just trying to keep it going. Build some momentum with it, and just kind of see where it goes. But it's fun.
Yeah,
I get to talk with people from like all over the place.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, eh? You don't want to cuss on TikTok, might get banned.
I know, and it's like I think you can do a little bit, but I don't know. Like some of the regulations with it, I don't really understand because they say like you do this, don't do that, and then you see certain videos where people are cussing like crazy. And,
yeah, you see the videos where it's like, not to get too descriptive, but like young females doing teasing videos that someone gets banned for showing Pokemon cards. You're like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, weird stuff like that. I've heard stuff like that too. People getting banned for just like, playing like a real like harmless prank on somebody. They gets banned for that being like dangerous or something. And so I just don't know. I feel like they're kind of contradict themselves a lot of times with their rules.
Yeah. Do you just do the show, or what do you do for work?
Oh, well, like what I'm like quote unquote famous on TikTok for doing is Uber and Lyft rides, and like, you know, I put up like little clips of like rides that I've done over the years with like drunk people usually. So I've been doing that for a long time, and then I kind of just like parlayed that into this like drive around talk show.
Heck yeah. I just do pest control out in Texas.
Okay, how long you been doing that?
2 years.
Okay, you like that? Good job.
Man, it has its ups and downs. I hate working at a desk.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to this Texas heat, even though I've been here most of my life. So working outside in the summer sucks.
Yeah. I bet it does, man. No, Texas is brutal in the summer. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah, we get Oh no, not at all. We get a lot of people that move to Texas from up north that never seen this many bugs in their life, and we're at their house every other day, just trying to calm them down so they're not freaking out.
Okay. Well, so did you live like in a different area? So, most bugs you've ever seen in your life in Texas, you would say?
Oh yeah, because I used to live up north. I used to live in Washington State.
Okay.
And I mean, we didn't even have fire ants up where I used to live. We didn't have 99% of the bugs we have in Texas.
Oh. What's like the most annoying one, or the one that you see like the most, like the biggest problematic bug that you encounter?
Man, the wolf spider.
Okay. What do they do?
They're just a quote-unquote harmless grass spider that are real big and ugly.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. With the wolf spider, they lay the egg sac underground, so you can't find it.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand that pesticides don't kill spiders.
Okay.
With their exoskeleton. So spiders, mainly the wolf spiders, because everybody thinks it's a brown recluse or a tarantula. And I'm like, it's a wolf spider. It won't hurt you.
So how do you get rid of the wolf spider then?
Man, you gotta kill the food source, but even then, if they like living at your house, they'll go to the neighbor's house and eat and come back to your house and live. The fastest way to kill a spider is to squash it.
Okay, fair enough. But you're saying if the wolf spider likes your place, that's just sorry, you're out of luck.
Yeah, because with the anatomy of a spider, pesticides cannot kill it unless we spray them directly. Like we have to spray their body or their eyes.
Yeah.
In a sense. But with spiders, if they get pesticides on their legs, they will live. And they won't die from it. So
okay.
Trying to explain to a customer that's never dealt with wolf spiders that, hey, you're going to have them until they either move or you move.
I love it. That's actually, I think that would be kind of a fun conversation to have for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, it's real fun. Like we had a customer today that they moved to Texas 2 weeks ago from, where were they from? They were up north, I think, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And he was just complaining about fire ants, and I was like, you know about the snakes we have, like the rattlesnakes? He was like, I need to worry about them. Like, it's Texas. You'll have rattlesnakes, copperheads, cottonmouths all over your yard.
Yeah. Then do you deal with snakes as well?
Oh, not at all.
Okay,
you can't.
Yeah.
Anything. I use the word living, so like anything that's not a insect we can't touch unless it's a rat or a mouse, then we will absolutely kill it.
Okay, I gotcha. Crazy. Crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy job.
It sounds like it, honestly, you know, and I don't like bugs, and you know, it's just one of those weird things in life. They're just there, you know. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just there.
Yeah, and it's real fun because a lot of these companies pay trash. They want to pay $12 an hour for you to work 12 hours outside in the heat dealing with spiders and wasps and scorpions all day.
Yeah.
And want to be the nicest person in the world. I'm like, it's hard.
I believe you. I don't want to do it, and that does sound like hard work to me, honestly.
I think the worst part of pest control is we have to follow laws and regulations.
Okay.
We work under the TDA, Texas Department of Agriculture. They're above every pest control company. They monitor our gas pumps in Texas. And we'll get customers that, hey, can you do this? And I'll tell them, no, I cannot, because I can go to prison or get a $5,000 fine, and then they get mad at me.
Yeah. Sorry, your bug problem is not worth me going to prison for.
Oh, we've lost customers over that because we won't pour pesticides down the drain to get rid of gnats. And I'm like, we pour bleach down there, it will work.
Yeah.
But if they track the pesticides I use in a nearby bond and they track it back to your house to see that I treated it last, I'm going to prison. And I like my family a little too much for that.
Yeah, exactly. And who cares about what this stranger wants anyway? You know, it's like, give me a break.
Exactly.
It's not.
You always got to find that happy median.
Sure. For sure. Well, right on. Well, there you go. You called the number and we had a conversation. That was pretty easy, actually.
And that worked. I'll follow you on TikTok now.
Oh, I super appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, that's all, Brock. I'll let someone else jump on here with you.
Okay, cool enough. Thanks so much and have a good night.
Yeah, so you have a good one.
All right, we'll see you. Okay, learned a lot about insects and the wolf spider. Apparently, if the wolf spider moves into your house, that's it. You got to move out because that wolf spider's not going anywhere. All right, we got Illinois calling. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Good, how are you, man?
Not too bad tonight. What's going on?
So remember last week when I told you I had basketball and everything?
I do, yeah. How'd it go?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made the team now.
All right, congratulations. If I remember right, you were power forward and shooting guard. Is that right?
Yeah.
So what did you make the team under a specific position or just kind of both of them?
Power forward. I got it.
Okay. Well, there you go. Congratulations. That's awesome. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty excited.
Okay.
First game's on Tuesday.
Okay. Do you know like the team you're playing? Like, are they good or is it a bad team? Do you know anything about them?
I mean, like they're okay. They're not like the best in the league.
Okay. Maybe around the middle.
Maybe around like middle down finish, yeah.
And then where would you say your team ranks in that scale?
Definitely like near the top or like the second in the whole state.
Oh wow. So this
probably not in the whole state, but in the whole area probably.
Yeah. So this game on Tuesday will probably be a good like nice little warm up for you to get your feet wet and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I think that's great. I love it, man. You called me last week. We talked about it, and then you've got like good news. So I appreciate you letting me know.
Oh yeah.
Well, cool. Wait, now you got to call me back next week to tell me if you won the game.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, score some points, get some rebounds, and do your thing.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Have a good night, man. Thanks.
You too.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, we're getting like repeat callers. He called me last week, and there you go. All right. We're back to the chat. Someone says the new love line. LOL. I mean, I guess it could be. All right, we got this Wisconsin's been trying here. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. Oh, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just was scrolling on my For You page, and there you are.
There I am. And here you are. And, yeah, we made the call, so what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. How was your day?
Okay. My day was okay. I mentioned a little bit earlier in the show, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but feeling a little under the weather. I got a little bug or something, so I'm not feeling 100%. And I kind of didn't even want to come out here and do this too much tonight, but I'm fighting through it. I'm pushing on, and I came out here because I got to take these phone calls.
Yeah, this is a very great show, dude.
Okay.
I have to follow you.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. What do you do? Do you make videos on TikTok, or you just watch them?
Oh yeah, I do videos.
What kind of videos do you like to make?
Just random dancing videos.
Okay. Do you want to grow your TikTok channel, or you just don't care?
Yeah, I do.
You shout out your handle if you want. There's people listening.
Everyone go follow Demandre_13 on TikTok right now.
Okay, there it is. Right now. Go follow him right now. I like it. That's the way to do it. You kind of just have to tell people, just do it right now, or they won't do it. They'll forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll send a few people your way. That would be awesome.
Have a good day, sir.
All right, you do the same. Thanks so much for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. There you go. Go follow him. You seem like a real nice kid. Okay, I can't buy Dogecoin, sadly, because I'm underage, but Ethereum is doing well, so I'm fine. Haven't heard about Ethereum in quite a while. I didn't even know that people talked about that much anymore. We got Pennsylvania on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Good, you?
Not too bad tonight. What's going on?
I got a lift question for you.
All right, let's go for it.
So me and my friends have this debate all the time. They think I'm weird.
All right.
Do you prefer people to get in the passenger seat or the back seat?
Okay. I mean, truthfully, I don't really mind. If I had to choose, though, I would definitely say back seat, though. Now, what I've found, though, is if it's just one person by themselves, it's about 50-50 whether they sit in the front or the back, and it kind of lets me know if they sit in the front, they want to have a conversation. If they sit in the back, maybe they don't want to have as much of a conversation. It's kind of the cues that I'm getting. But I'll tell you, one of the weirdest things I find is if like a couple gets into my car, probably about 70-80% of the time, one of them will sit in the back and one of them will sit in the front, which is really kind of weird. I don't know why don't they just both sit in the back? Like it's
that's weird.
It is weird, but it happens all the time, and it's happened so many times that I'm like, this is a thing. Like, this is just a thing that people do.
So my friends watch me get in the back seat and make fun of me because they're like, "Why would you get in the back seat? It's not a taxi." But it kind of is a taxi.
It is a taxi, though. It's like the exact same thing as a taxi. Like, if a taxi was invented during, smartphones and app age, that's what it would have been. It was just invented in an earlier time. But no, I get in the back seat. Believe me. When I go take my own Uber and Lyft, or even a taxi, whatever, I always get in the back. I'm not getting in the front seat. Even as a driver, I don't mind. I'm still not doing it. So I'm with you, man. Get in the back seat.
Well, I'm happy because they all made fun of me and told me I was a stuck-up prick for getting in the back seat. So I'm happy you validated me. I wish I could have screenshot this and sent it them to him. I'm so happy.
Well, here you go. Here you go. This is all going to be up on YouTube on Saturday. I archive all of these shows on YouTube at all the rides. So if you go look at that on Saturday or next week sometime, this is about the 1 hour and 9 minute mark in the show. You can snip that little bit off of YouTube and send it to them.
Awesome. I will do that. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Anything else on your mind?
No, that's it for right now. I appreciate it. I'm going to tune in more. This is amazing.
All right, man. Have a great night. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
See you. Okay. That was the Lyft Uber question you get often about the whole front seat, back seat controversy, I guess. I don't know. But it is a thing, and I guess when in doubt, if you're really worried about it, just ask your driver. Just be like, where do you want me? Do you want me in the front? Do you want me in the back? Do you not care? And I'm sure they'll let you know. But usually, rule of thumb, if you want to be safe, just get in the back. And I don't think anybody will complain about it, because there are some people that don't like the front. So I would always just, rule of thumb, just get into the back and everything's fine. Okay, I'm going to pull over here and see if I can get caught up on the chat a little bit again. Maybe. I don't know. Can I park here? Who knows? Okay. I want to send you a rider divider to keep you safe. Okay. Well, I haven't given a ride in 10 months, but if I do again, then I would love to have that. But will it mess up the videos? That's the question. Thanks for having me. I think that was someone who called. No, thank you. I enjoyed your call a lot. Can you be my Uber driver? Yes. You remind me of a younger Paul Giamatti. Thank you. He's an excellent actor. What's your favorite Paul Giamatti film? Lincoln Pride, my man, drive safe. Right there with you. Too hot in Texas for me. I'm in Georgia now. It's got to be pretty hot in Georgia, too. Wolf Spider carried off my uncle back in 2009. Haven't seen him since then. Things aren't a joke. Okay, there you go. More Wolf Spider. A Wolf Spider will carry a shit ton of babies on her back, and if you go to kill the mama, okay, the babies will go everywhere. I didn't know about the Wolf Spider. I didn't know the Wolf Spider was this hardcore here. Dude, love this idea. You're the first one I have seen doing the phone interactive call-in. Thank you. I think I am, but who knows? There's people doing stuff out there all the time. But I think because I'm driving around, I don't know if anybody's doing that either. And then Something Witty sent some fire. Thank you so much. And then thanks for taking my call. You bet. Thanks. Thank you for calling. Okay. Phone line is open. 402-853-8436. We're about all caught up with the chat. And I take a little of this Gatorade. Fighting through a little something here. I don't know what I got. I think I got COVID or something. I don't know. I feel like crap. It's hard to breathe. But we're fighting through. This is what you do. You push through. You fight through. You take those phone calls. Help me get through this night. It's easier when people call. It makes the night go by faster. We got Minnesota on the line. Thank you, Minnesota. Drive-By Night Show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Not much. I called last week, but
okay.
Figured I'd call again.
Well, okay, awesome. I remember your call from last week. So what? We're calling again. What are we going to talk about this week?
Well, I work at a tax office now, and this is my first season. Okay. So tell me if I'm being petty about this. People call and say, hey, I'm doing my taxes online through, whatever.
TurboTax.
TurboTax, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then I say, okay, then call them and get the advice, because they just call in for free advice. So I'll say, call TurboTax. And they're like, well, we can't get a hold of them. So I pretty much just leave it at that. So am I petty for that, or?
Well, okay, so is it in your job description to answer these tax questions from people, or is that like not even what you're supposed to be doing?
Well, I'm told if they're not paying customers, don't really waste my time. Right. But me personally, I'm like, they're just innocent people asking innocent questions. So I don't know. I'm kind of...
You're kind of torn, maybe, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I see your point, because it's like, I would feel, I think, similar in the sense that it's like, did you do any research at all before you called me on the phone asking me these questions? Because probably if they just did like 5 minutes worth of research, they could find their answer on their own.
Yeah, and they choose to do their taxes on their own, so...
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just keep on.
I don't know. Like, I guess it's just...
I try to be nice about it.
Yeah.
I don't hang up on them or anything, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's just so many calls, and it just makes me kind of, I don't know.
Overwhelmed.
Well, yeah, it's a little weird to me, or funny that they're like, hey, I'm not coming to you for taxes, but word of advice, like, well, do you, I don't know. I have to pay my lawyer if I need advice, but...
That's true. That is very true. I don't know. I guess if you're, I guess you're on the job, you are getting paid, So maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. Like it's you got to do something at your pass the time at your job.
That is true. Pretty much, if I have a question I don't know, I'm like, ooh, shoot.
Yeah. Right on. Well, right on. I don't know. Did we solve anything? I don't. Did we?
I'll feel less guilty about helping them. I mean,
okay.
Because I felt bad kind of turning them away. I was told to do that, but it's like, oh, geez.
Well,
maybe they'll follow our advice and we'll get a new customer.
yeah, sure. Well, but that's a hard line too, because it's like you know. You got to do what your job tells you to do, but I guess it just depends on like how strict your job is. Like if is there somebody like listening in on the phone calls while you're taking them? There is?
No, not necessarily. We're in an open office.
Oh, I see.
No. They're eavesdropping. No.
But they're not like on the hard line with you, like making sure you're doing everything correct.
No.
Well, then it sounds like they're kind of leaving it up to you. So it's like I think if you're in the mood to answer somebody's questions, just go for it, you know.
Fair enough.
But if you're not in the mood, then just be like, hey, it's against company policy. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
That's kind of what I do.
Okay.
Like I said, if I don't know the question, I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm unable to help.
Right. And then you can just blame it. You can just blame it on your job at that point.
Yeah.
And then you're off the hook. I used to do stuff like that all the time. You got to have some sort of a scapegoat somewhere, you know.
Yeah. What was your first job?
First job in my entire life, I was a busboy at a restaurant.
Okay.
And you know, I would just walk around with the tub, wait for people to like get up and leave. It's kind of like a buffet, so people are like in and out of there like all the time, just leaving a million dishes on their table. Mm-hmm. So I'd literally just have to like stand in the corner with a tub and a towel and just wait for people to get up and walk away, and then I would go up to the table, scoop all their crap into the tub, wipe it all down, and just keep repeating that over and over and over again. I got paid $4.25 an hour to do that.
Oh, imagine how much food you throw away working a buffet.
Oh, so much. They would bring back food like back to the kitchen and just like sit it like out there, and we were just supposed to throw it away. So I would just eat it, and I would just take some of it home too, because I'm like, this is crazy. I'm just throwing all this stuff away, you know.
Yeah. Working in the restaurant, you really it's like what? Box all that up at the end of the night.
Yeah, when I worked in restaurants for several years when I was younger, and yeah, I hardly ever like went to the store because I'd always just have food from the restaurant. It was awesome. I kind of missed that actually.
Yep, I know. I do too.
And
dinner stores.
Yeah, and I was a cook for a lot of years too. So you know you get to like experiment with certain ingredients that you don't normally have at home. You know, so that was kind of fun, like learning how to cook like different things that I don't go out and buy.
Yeah. That would be different. I worked the front of the house, so I was usually pissing the cooks off. But
okay. I remember that too. Oh yes, I remember that. But no, it's fun. Working in restaurants it's like a thing you can't do for your whole life, but it's a lot of fun when you're younger, because you make all those friends. You go party after you make bad decisions with them all, you know. And something about like that group of people in a restaurant. It's just like you all end up just like hanging out with each other. It's a really strange thing, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, after close, you're all up at the bar having a drink.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a fun atmosphere for sure.
It is.
It is social.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's like for some reason like that job lends to it for some reason, but then I've worked other jobs like office jobs and stuff like that, and it's like I don't want to hang out with any of these people.
Yep, kind of the position I'm in.
Yeah, so it's different in a restaurant. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because everyone's kind of around the same age and don't really know what they're doing with their lives, you know. So it's just like let's just go party.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Have a good night.
Okay, right on.
My call.
Thank you for calling again. I enjoyed the conversation.
I do too. I love your show.
Right on. Well, let's talk again sometime then.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, there you go. So, talked about a lot of things. That was a lot of fun. Okay, what do we got? You really think you have COVID? I really think I do, man. Like a few days ago, boy, I just had a really rough time breathing, but it's better than it was a few days ago. But I don't know. I'm not well. I know that much, and I just need to go home and rest. But we got New York calling, and we're pushing through. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
Hello. I called you last week.
How's it going this week then? Thanks for calling again.
It's been fun this week, except as you saw from my caller ID, I'm from New York, and I got personally where I live a foot of snow, which is always fun. Yeah. But then you got to shovel it. It's good fun. I just got off a 10-hour shift and driving home myself. I was just scrolling through TikTok, which by the way, don't text and drive. It's bad.
Agreed.
And you're live.
Just live stream and drive. That's no big deal.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's better. Which, by the way, for those who didn't know, apple pies from McDonald's, they're 20 cents today if you have the app on your phone. So if you want some 20-cent apple pies, there you go.
Good info. Thank you very much. So there you go. So what? Are the roads still pretty trashed, or are they okay?
Oh no, thank God they've been plowed and stuff. I mean, I can't park because there's snow all over the side of the road. But it was a disaster. Actually, I went out in the snow because why not? I have an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's fine, and I didn't know the area, so I went over to Kirk. It's pretty bad.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, yeah, when it's all hidden under that much snow, it's like, well, I don't know where the road is. I don't know where the curbs are.
Exactly. Thank God, I got enough ground clearance that it's not the end of the world.
Good. Yeah, we had 15 inches here last week, so that may have been the same storm. I think it was probably. It moved so slow, and that's why it was like 15 inches of it, because it took it like 2 days to like move over our area, so it probably took it like a week to get east that far, but yeah, it was the real deal.
Well, they say we're going to get, at least where I am, possibly 2 feet. I know Manhattan's supposed to get that amount, but I'm not looking forward to 2 feet. Now, what a foot's one thing, but then you're talking about double that. It's just kind of ridiculous. That's like not going to work for 2 days kind of territory right there.
Yeah, that's just like one of the things. Like, it's like we just have to shut down. Like, I know the world has to keep spinning, and you can't call into sick to work because you're an adult. But 2 feet of snow, it's like you just got to cancel everything.
Yeah, actually, the 1 foot that we got, my store didn't open on Monday. They just didn't open. I was off, but they didn't open. But no, I remember on your last call, I noticed you were talking about both not wanting to hang out with people that work at offices and restaurants. But now, I don't remember if you said, or if you remember that I said that I used to work at the Department of Social Services.
I do, yeah.
They're the nastiest people on the planet. They just, it's like, they might as well, they're probably worth more, I'm going to be honest, in terms of, their quality of their soul. But, it's terrible. It's so boring. So you just sit there.
Yeah. So you're not gonna go out and get a beer on Friday night with anybody in the office?
Absolutely not. No, they're terrible. And 4 o'clock rolls around and I leave. Let me tell you, the only good part about, or the 2 good parts about that job, you get an hour for lunch, and you leave at 8 or you go to work at 8 and leave at 4, which means you don't hit rush hour. That's like, those are the only 2 good things about that. But I also, you were talking about the restaurant industry, and my family has always been in the restaurant industry. My uncle currently owns a bar, which is kind of hard because COVID. And my grandmother has managed a restaurant on the beach for as long as I've been alive. Well, that's before they got caught for tax evasion, but that's another story.
That is another story.
My first job was sitting there on the beach, bussing tables for tips because I was like really young, so they didn't pay me. So, I mean, technically my first job. My real first job on the books and everything would have been Wendy's. Worst job I've ever had. Second worst job I've ever had. Social services has got to be the worst.
Okay. How long have you worked the social service job then?
I worked for 3 months and got out. I quit so fast.
Oh, you're done. You don't have to go there tomorrow or any other day.
You know, people, like, the smart thing to do is to, like, find a new job and then give your 2 weeks. I just left. Like, I have a really bad track record of, if I don't like what I'm doing, I don't like what
I'm the same way. I'm just done. I'm done.
I'll figure it out later.
Yep. Me too. I love to, like, jump off the mountain before I check my parachute, you know. It's like, it'll be fine. You know, it'll work. It'll work. Don't worry.
I was working at GameStop as well as that, so I was just fortunate enough to be able to be promoted right after I quit. Like, I got promoted to full time, so I'm working full time there, and I get paid more, and it covers my bills. So, you know, it works. It's fine.
There you go. And then sometimes it works out better. So.
No, I absolutely love what I do. It's not because I like the company itself. I think the company's kind of stupid. For anybody that's ever been to GameStop, you know, yes, I understand you should get more for whatever video game it is. It's not worth 10 cents, but that's what we have to give you because that's what the computer says.
Right, you're not setting these prices, you know.
Exactly.
And I get that a lot of the time too. When, like, I give people, like, a ride in the Uber, and they're like, how can it cost this much? You know, what? I'm like, I didn't make up this company, and I wish I did, because
let's not forget about surge pricing and all that stuff. Yeah.
It's like literally, if I could change the price, I would, believe me, but it has nothing to do with me. It's like, the
only thing they can do is change your tip, and it's kind of crappy to not tip somebody. I used to do DoorDash before. This was last January, February, I was doing DoorDash, and which is just the worst thing in the world, because I was working 10 hours a day. I was making like $100, $150 a day if I was lucky, and I had to commute an hour to do that. People who didn't tip, like, it sucks, and you have to take the job.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's like, you know, it's like a mark on your thing for the next 100 orders.
I know.
You know, you have to get this perfect record, blah 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 blah. So.
Yeah, I mean, you do sort of, but you don't sort of.
Well, here's the thing with Uber. My uncle does Uber, and he makes about $2,000 a week doing Uber. Now, he works a lot, but he makes a lot of money.
Sure.
Just on Uber.
Sure.
So I guess it's better to do Uber.
It's weird. It kind of depends on your market. It kind of depends on the time of day that
you
in
New York, you know.
You know, exactly. There's always people moving around in New York, and it depends on, like, if there's stuff going on. Like, I don't even know what it's like so much, like, right now, because I haven't done it in 10 months, you know. But it's like, I'm definitely from a smaller market, so I had to rely on, like, concerts and sporting events, and something had to be in town to make it, like, you know, those were the days where you'd make the most amount of money. And then just relying on the regular town, you know, you've got a big university here, and then you've
that helps.
That helps a lot. There's like 40,000 college students, you know, like right in one area.
University.
It's huge.
So and then, you know, going back from the bars, if they're smart enough, they'll just take an Uber.
Yeah, but
then, you know, you got the. I mean, I understand, you know, they pay you if they throw up in your car, but, like, you got to get that taken care of. You know, that's your night wasted. You still have to spend the money to get your car detailed because it's gross inside. You know,
it's the worst.
I was actually going to ask you about the market, but you just answered the question. My next question is, like, what have you been doing for the past 10 months then?
I've been doing DoorDash, honestly. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And Uber Eats. I'd never really done it before. Like, I tried it a couple years ago, and I didn't like it, and because it was just, like, installed along with the Uber app. Like, there was a section where you could turn on food delivery as well. So I tried it one night, and I sat in a McDonald's drive-thru for, like, 40 minutes, and I'm like, what am I doing this for? To make, like, you know, $5.40.
Well, that was my least favorite thing about DoorDash. Is I worked in Queens doing DoorDash, and first of all, there's no parking. There's no parking lot. You can't park. You have to either double park or park on the street and hope you don't get a ticket. And I think I got a couple tickets doing that because I walk into the restaurant, the food wasn't ready. You know, I'm standing there for 20 minutes. I come out to my car, and there's my entire day's wage because it's $115 for, you know, a parking ticket. It's just the worst.
Oh, man, that is the worst. Wow. That $115 parking ticket, for real?
For double parking, yeah.
Wow.
At least there's no point.
Okay. But that's an enormous Parking ticket. My goodness, you're gonna like think I'm crazy when I tell you that the parking tickets here are $10. Yeah.
That's insane.
I know.
Because okay, wait. How about speeding tickets? You ever gotten a speeding ticket?
I haven't in it's probably been 25 years. I feel like so I don't know. I don't know what I feel like that one that I got was like $100 or something.
The last speeding ticket I got caught doing 75 and a 50 with 5, which, by the way, on our main highway, 495, the traffic moves at 80, even though the speed limit is 55. A cop won't bat an eye if you pass doing 75, 80.
Right.
But I was in the middle of nowhere, and the speed limit is 55, and I was not driving my own car, so I didn't realize I was doing 75. He pulled me over and gave me the ticket. Now, he gave me my court date. It was my birthday. Literally on my birthday, I went to court.
Okay.
And what's her name? The lady who you see before you see the judge, and you get a plea bargain that way. What's her name? She was a woman. That's why I keep saying her name.
It'd be like the county attorney, city attorney, or the
like a prosecutor or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I talked to her. She's just like, all right, well, I can give you 60 and a 55, or I can give you something and you have to do community service. So I didn't have time to do community service, so I took 60 and a 55. And that fine was like $350 or something like that.
For five miles over at that point.
Yeah, because they dropped it down, and it's just a disaster. The tickets are so ridiculous here. But, I have to understand that, it's expensive to own a car anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess they're kind of banking on maybe you can afford it, just leave you to it. But it's just a disaster. Another thing you might want to try doing is, do you like grocery shopping?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Are you going to talk about Instacart?
Yeah, I did Instacart. I made a lot of money doing Instacart because, I don't know if you guys have Aldi's, but screw Aldi's. I never take those ones. But
why wouldn't you take an Aldi? What did you have against Aldi?
Their stores are all different. It's not the same layout. But if you go to Costco, BJ's, those stores are the exact same layout. You can get it down. You can be in and out in 30 minutes. It's not a problem. ShopRite, same thing. It's easier to navigate. All these, there's no signs anywhere. It's impossible to find anything. There's nobody on the floor to help you. It's faster. So but they have $100 Costco orders, and I've got a big enough car, luckily, to fit it all. I don't have to ask anybody else to come with me. But you get 2 orders. You're in and out in 30 minutes. You've just made $200 an hour. Just and then you just drop it off in the driveway and go away. It's really good, especially if you get used to the layout of the stores and stuff.
And that's what I think it would be. Because I've done a little on DoorDash. They do have some certain grocery stores that will pop up that you can go shop for people, and they're never large orders. They must have a cap on them to say you can only order 10 to 15 things or something. Not because you're kind of just doing it on the fly. They're just oh, this grocery store is open 24 hours. I want this person to go get me these 10 things from the grocery store.
I have a question. In Nebraska, are you guys able to order booze on DoorDash? Because here in New York, we can order booze on DoorDash to be delivered, but I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you can now, only because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, before there was no way you could do it, but they opened it up for, you can go into a bar and get a margarita and walk out of it now, which you never could do before.
Yeah.
So they did open it up for DoorDash right now. Now it's one of those things that a lot of people are saying, you know what, we've opened it up, we've let people do this, there hasn't been any problems. Can we just keep doing this? But I don't know. I have a feeling they're just going to take it all away again once all the restrictions are gone.
Who knows? I think the world has forever changed, at least for where I am.
I think
that working at home is going to be more popular in the future forever.
Yeah.
Which is never going to stop being popular because, if companies can save money by, sending you a laptop and having you work from home instead of renting an office building, that's because they have to buy you a computer anyways at your desk. They have to.
It's true. And I worked at this one insurance company for a number of years, and they had this really ridiculous price. Let's just say if an employee quit, in order to train a brand new employee and get them all set up with a new computer and this and that, blah 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 blah. It takes something like $140,000 to like get a whole new employee like set up in a cubicle and trained and all of this stuff.
And you know, the best part about the thing is, you know, you don't. I mean, they can. I don't think they would pay you less for the office. Who knows? Maybe they would. Yeah. Like if they don't have an office space, but you can work across state boundaries. I mean, a lot of companies and people are leaving California. I watched a video on it. Sure. And they're leaving California because the property prices are ridiculous. They're going to Texas, and companies are saying, well, if I can move to Texas or you know other states that don't have corporate tax, and have my employees work from home, that's just great because, you know, you can do meetings online, you can do everything, you know, with Google Drive or whatever they want to use. Everything is collaborative, it works out, and people can write off their home office space on their taxes. So it's a win-win for everybody. I mean, the fact that if I work for this company and, you know, I have a to-do list, and as long as it's done by the end of the day, it's fine. You know, I don't have to wake up super early, I don't have to go anywhere, I can stay in my pajamas, you know, I can eat at home. It's great, and you make your own schedule. It's just amazing.
I think it is too, and you're right. That I wish I could be as optimistic as you and say that the world is forever changed, because I know society and people too well, and they always fall back into their own ruts and old ways, you know. But I'm positive. I do hope that it will change. And it's like, yeah, we don't need to go to these, like, wake up and go to these jobs and go to these offices. Like, it's nobody wants to be there, really.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's dreadful.
Yeah. So
during the height of the pandemic, actually, the Department of Social Services sent people home and had them working from home. And my coworker, who I used to carpool with, was loving it because you just wake up and you're in your pajamas. You just talk to people on the phone. It's not like, you know, you really need to be in the office space.
No, you don't at all. And now that we've gotten everything figured out, everybody's got Wi-Fi. Everything can be. We've got Zoom meetings now. Everyone's perfected. It's like, really, there is no real reason for it.
But, you know, it would save people money and whatever. I think, you know, even if, you know, the government came out tomorrow and said, you know, there's no more coronavirus and you can stop wearing your masks now, I think that people are still going to be wary about it, and I don't think we're going to see the masks going away for, you know, anytime soon, after the coronavirus. Yeah. Like, for, you know, personal preference. I mean, for example, in Asia, the Asian people in Asian countries wear masks as a common courtesy before the coronavirus. It's common courtesy.
For decades, they've been doing that. So it's like, yeah, and America never, like, did that really culturally, and now it's like, yeah, I think you're going to see so many more masks from here on out for many, many years to come. You know, it might get to a generation later that might not have ever had to live through this, you know, or it might change again. But I think that you're going to. I'm so used to the thing by now. It's just like I feel naked if I don't have it on when I go out in public, you know.
Since I work at GameStop, I'm like up on all the news and stuff because I have to be to sell stuff. And Razer, the company Razer, the video game company, I think you know what it is. They have a new mask coming out. Well, it's a concept, but you know, it's clear. It's got RGB lights and it's got amplifiers and, you know, air purifiers. It's like ridiculous. And I honestly would spend, you know, $100 or $200 for it because, you know, it's going to be useful forever. And you know, you can see my face, you know, this, that, the other thing. And, like, stuff like that just proves to me that people are, I think, at least in more populated areas. I know, like, Nebraska's got, like, one of the worst infection rates. You know, where there's less population, people feel the need to not wear masks so much because there's less population.
It's crazy. No, it's been bad around here, too. It's like, there's only, like, 2 cities in this whole state. You know, and it's true. Like, I'm not exaggerating, and you know, the cities are cool. Like, they're both liberal cities, you know. But yeah, you go anywhere else outside of that, and it's just like people are not wearing masks, you know. And it's just like
I think that places like that, like, it's just like, why not? You know, I go out east to the end of Long Island, and you know, I walk into a 7-Eleven, the guy behind the counter is not even wearing a mask. They got a sneeze guard, but he's not wearing a mask. Like, why? You know, we're 10 months, 11 months into the pandemic almost. And
I know. It's crazy. It's like some people have still just not gotten the memo, you know? And it's like, I couldn't imagine going through this whole thing for 10 months and like resisting the whole time. It's just like that just sounds like a lot of hard work to me. And I'm not a follower by any means, you know, that's just not who I am. But it's just like, out of all the things to resist and think is a hoax and an infringement on your rights, it's like, this is not the one.
Well, for the whole infringement on my rights thing, it's kind of silly because you wear a seatbelt, you wear clothes, you know, you do this and the other thing, but, you know, protecting people from, like, you could be naked, sure, I don't care if you're naked, just put a mask on, honestly.
It's so true. And that's where the argument always fails, because it's like, it's not about you, it's about other people. And when people can't, like, get that through their head, then it's like, I don't even know what to do for you at that point.
So our governor is Andrew Cuomo, and I'm sure you've seen him on the news everywhere.
Plenty, yeah. He's
every
visible.
State that at least, you know, has got half a brain, every governor is kind of following in his footsteps, trying to keep their stuff under control. And he's been on the news all over. A lot of people here don't like him because of the mask mandates and the shutdown. Like, it's annoying, and it's gotten to the point where people have started putting on their masks text that say, this mask is as useless as my governor, and it really pisses me off because I think he's done such a wonderful job and people don't give him enough credit, at least with this.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're still in it, though. We're still like, right. I think when we get some distance from it, I think history will look very fondly on him, honestly.
Hey, some social distance.
There you go. Exactly. Which we need. We need at this point. You know, this whole thing. It's like we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know the ramifications of this. We're not gonna know how this thing all plays out. This is still gonna be years in the making before we really start to get like to what we know what the world is gonna be. You talk about it being forever changed. We truly just do not know what it's gonna be like in a few years.
I mean, I would like to believe that we could be like New Zealand and, you know, we walk around in malls again. And it really weirds me out watching television, like older television, where no one's wearing masks and everybody's so close. I'm like, get away.
Isn't that crazy? I was watching like a movie the other night, and there's like these actors that are just like, their faces are just right into each other. I'm like, my God, you guys are like spitting like viruses into each other right now. What are you doing? You know,
all I can think about is the spread of disease now when I watch TV. It's not what I want. You know,
But
and it makes me think, how could we have lived before this point? Because, you know, viruses and death and all that fun stuff.
We got sick. We've all had the flu. We've all felt horrible, you know, and these things. But, you know, I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, well, we got to go out and live. We got to go do life still, you know, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what we do now. Like, it's all different.
I'm just glad that the vaccine's being rolled out. You know, my biggest fear is not getting it. I mean, sure, I'll lose my taste for however many years, but whatever. I'm more worried about bringing it home to my grandmother, who's overweight, has got heart issues, diabetic, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Really high risk. Probably going to kill her. Oh, not to mention asthma. I don't want to bring it home to her and kill her. So the vaccine makes me feel a little bit better. I can breathe a little easier because she'll be at least semi-safe, a little safer than if she had no vaccine. Like, that's, you know, no matter where your stance is, like, that's just the way it is. I'm appreciative of these companies coming out with something so quickly.
Me too. And it's like, you know, we got to do something here, because whatever's happening just isn't working at all, you know. So it's like, by the time you get like herd immunity this way, it's like the antibodies of the first group of people that had it are all worn off, and it's just like you're just in this perpetual
because the thing
cycle.
Keeps evolving. That's what viruses do. I mean, if you ever played Plague Inc. on your phone for 5 minutes, you understand it just evolves like crazy.
Yeah, and that's why it's like the best thing to do is like, if you get, you know, vaccinated or have people that have been through it already and do have antibodies, everybody just gets around, then just be all around everybody. It doesn't matter, because then the virus has nowhere to go. And then it has to have a living host, and if it can't like get inside and thrive somewhere, then it just disappears. It really does die and go away.
And that's what we're hoping for, honestly. I mean, I think it's ridiculous that he's it spread out of proportion like the way it did, because there was one person here and there was 7, and then there was all of a sudden there's millions of people that have passed or passed away. Like there was what, 500,000 people died. I don't know the exact figure, but a lot of people have died. And if it was just under control in the beginning, if we just had the people that the previous president, not Trump, the other one, put in place to stop it in China, it would just be better for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stop hogging the phone because this phone call's been going on for a very long time.
No worries, man. Let me tell you, it's been going on for 24 minutes, man, but it's been great. Thank you so much.
Just remember to file your taxes so you can get your Trump bucks. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I know. I'll what are you talking about? Like the last $600 or whatever?
Listen, I've never filed for taxes, so I didn't get the first round or the second
Oh,
round.
you got $1,800 out there for you then. So.
I can't. I'm not eligible for the first one. It's too late, but I can get the second round, and I know there's more coming. So I'm trying to get my taxes filed as much as possible. But because I work for DoorDash, Instacart, GameStop, and social services, that's 4 forms that have to be filed.
Yep.
And H&R Block wants to charge me like almost $500 for all those forms to be processed. I mean, I understand they got to get paid for what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they want me to pay it up front or charge me another fee to get it taken out of my returns. It just doesn't make any sense for me. So I think I'm going to go talk to a couple other accountants, see if I can get.
I don't know. I've been self-employed for a lot of years, and I just do mine online. As long as you just.
With your 1099, you can write off your mileage and stuff like that.
Yep. You can write off 52 cents per every mile while you're on the clock, and that's driving to a delivery. Like, say you're at your house and you get the delivery and it's 2 miles away, you can write off those 2 miles. And then from you picking up the food and delivering it, if that's another 2 miles, you can write off that. You just can't write off the mileage of driving around waiting for an order or going back home.
Well, I'm just going to lie because I don't remember exactly how
I know, and you kind of just do. I mean, the IRS is listening right now, I'm almost sure of it. But you just have to lie. You just have to. Because, I end up on an average year, I will write off, it's somewhere around, 18,000 miles or something. And you multiply that by 52 cents a mile, and it ends up becoming, $9,000 to $10,000 that you can just write off on your taxes. And it makes a huge difference. And it's totally legal. It's totally legal to do. You're supposed to have records of it all in case you get audited. But as long as you're not swindling too much, chances are of getting audited are very small.
Well, my uncle, the one who makes $2,000 a week, he drives 80,000 miles a year, whether it's for Uber or other stuff.
That's nuts.
He's got a lot. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're gonna kill your car. You're into the thing.
That's crazy.
I was thinking about picking something like maybe 15,000 miles, somewhere around there, even though I only did it for 4 or so months. There's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
And you're damn right I'm going to, write off the commute because there's no way I'm paying. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think you can also write off your phone bill too. So just remember that.
Yeah, I think you can write off a portion of it because you're using it for personal use as well. They let you write off, I think it's 50% off for business. So you can basically cut the bill in half. But that's, every little bit helps.
I don't know how the law works, but I know that if you own a vehicle for your business and it's under over certain specifications, you can write the whole thing off.
You can count a portion of it as office space. Mm-hmm. So you can write off a percentage of if you have a loan or a lease on it. But again, it's you can't write off the whole thing, and that's where that 52 cents a mile driving, because that's more than you should get paid, and it's then you can't say that I had to get new brakes and new tires and oil change. You can't do any of that. That's all included in that 52 cents.
In the 52 cents, because if you just and then your gas too, because if you just what's the word? If you piecemealed it like that, then they wouldn't be able to give you 52 cents a mile.
Right. But it's not bad. I mean, 52 cents a mile, it adds up pretty fast.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're 18,000 miles, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, 80,000 miles. I know there was 1 year I drove 40,000 miles doing Uber, and that was a ton. I was just on it all the time. So 80,000, that's just crazy.
I guess the only way to get around that is buy a more fuel-efficient vehicle.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, well, I'm going to let you talk to more people because I'm sure people are going crazy. Like, let him go.
I want this guy to talking. No, thank you so much. I enjoy the conversation both times, and hope you call again sometime.
Oh, I'll see you next Thursday.
All right, man. All right. Have a good one.
Enjoy the 20-cent apple pie.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
So long.
See ya. Okay. Now, that went a little long. I agree with that, and I understand that. But he's such an easy conversation, and it's just like I'm not feeling the best. So it's like let him talk a little bit here. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Yo, you remember me?
What's going on, man? Yes, I do. You know what? Some girl called up earlier from Alabama. Now I should just save your number so I know that it's you. And she called up, and I thought it was you. So I was like, hey man, what's going on? And it was some chick. So it was kind of fun. But yeah, what's going on tonight?
Nothing. I just want to shout out my business.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's an adult bookstore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Ray James.
Okay. Where do you have a physical location, or is it just online?
Yeah. I have a physical location.
Okay.
It's in Alabaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
I sell anything you want.
Do you sell stuff online too, or is it just at the place?
Nah, I just have one store open.
Okay. How long have you had that?
About a week.
Oh, that's it? Only 1 week?
Yeah, it's a small business.
Okay. Trying it out.
Yeah.
Have you been like?
It's not selling as I thought it was going to be, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's a weird time right now. People aren't leaving their houses right now.
Yeah, you know? People don't want 10-inch dildos. It's fucking.
Why not? Why don't they? Why don't they? Now,
I don't know.
Have you?
I don't know.
Have you like worked like a night in the store, like been in there, and like who comes in?
No, it's only in the daytime.
Okay.
It's like to 10 to 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot, man. I don't know. I hope it goes better for you. We just got to get out of this pandemic, and then people they'll want all the dildos then.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, people aren't hooking up. They're not meeting people. People that have been married for 20 years, they're not getting dildos. You got to hook up. You got to hook up and meet somebody new. And then you're going to get the sex toys and the kink and all of that. But people aren't hooking up and meeting anybody right now, you know?
The only thing that's selling is fucking dildo cleaner.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Do you still have like DVDs and stuff? Like the places sell that kind of stuff anymore? Or is that all just
gone? Yeah. I thought it was a cool concept, but it's not working.
Okay.
People like the free stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, it's like once it's been free for so long, people don't want to pay for it anymore. You know.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Maybe because my prices are too high. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't know. Give it some time. If you've only been doing it a week, you know, it's hard to.
A minute for $20, not bad.
Oh, that's not bad. Well,
all right, I'll let some dickhead call you.
All right, man. No worries. Right. No worries. I'm gonna save your number, so I know that it's you.
All right.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Yo, you gotta give me that one girl's phone number.
Which one? Which one?
That girl that you thought it was me, but it wasn't.
Okay. Well, she said she was married with kids. I don't know, man.
I can still give her a call.
I know. Maybe you could.
I'll say, what's up, baby?
You could.
She might want to buy one of my dildo cleaners.
It's true. Well, then exactly, because you guys would be meeting for the first time, and you know that's what happens.
Yeah.
Usually, when I meet somebody for the first time, like we immediately just get dildos.
We immediately go to adult bookstore.
Yeah. That did happen to me one time. I was hanging out with a buddy of mine. We were having drinks or whatever, and we just started talking to a couple girls, and
So you thought it'd be a good idea to go get some dildos?
Well, there was like an adult bookstore just like a couple blocks away from like this bar, and we just ended up like walking and just found ourselves in front of the thing, and we went inside, and it immediately, like, they just got super freaked out and just bailed, and it was just like, all right, whatever.
So the problem at my store is people think they can dildo sword fight.
Okay.
I have a problem with that. They'll be in the front of my store fighting with 20-inch dildos.
Now they're like not inside of a package, they're like out of a package?
Yeah, because they're on display.
I get it. You really have a 20-incher?
Yeah, that's our longest one.
Well, geez, man, what do you even do with a 20? Wow, that's just that just hurts me just thinking about it.
Horse cock.
Yeah, it really is, and then some. I mean, that's not messing around.
No, I thought they would sell.
Yeah,
but just a bunch of fucking nerds buy them.
Sure.
So they can sword fight.
Sword fight with them. Yeah, no. Makes sense, I guess, Nerds.
Yeah, one time I got in trouble for that. People were sword fighting in freaking Middletown.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And they blamed you for it because you sold it to them?
Yeah, so it's illegal selling past 15 inches.
Okay.
So I had to go back down with the inches. I got a fine for that because it was too big. So
sounds like a problem you've had in your life, like your whole life.
Yeah.
Probably. You're just getting fines for too many inches,
Yeah, it's a problem.
You're used to it though.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right. I'll let some dickhead that's very boring call you.
Okay, man. Always a pleasure. We'll see you.
Yeah, all right, see you.
Okay, there you go. That is becoming a regular. And all these regulars calling in now. Guess I got to save that number because I have a feeling he's going to call again. It is saved, my man. You're good to go. Okay, what do we got? I got to get caught up on the chat here. What are we talking about? I don't know. Very brave with your number emblazoned up there. Very brave. Bro, you really got a Benji for letting that woman pee. Oh, yeah, no, I really got a Benji for letting that woman pee. It was actually $103, which is so bizarre because she gave me $3 later on, too. I don't know why. I made $103 tip off of that ride and then the cost of it, too. Totally understand if you don't stay on till 11 like normal. I'm trying. We're almost to 10. We're almost to 10. I'm feeling it, though. Believe me. What's up, brother? So glad to have caught this one. Oh, thanks. No, this has been a lot of fun tonight. Wow, yo, this dude is so rude. I don't know. So, what's up? It's my birthday. Your videos make my day. Keep it up. Happy birthday. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy to do this for you tonight. All right, let's try New Jersey here. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Not much, man. What's going on tonight?
I'm just playing on my computer.
Okay. Just a game or something?
Yeah, I'm the kid from last week.
Oh, right on. How are you doing tonight?
I'm quarantined.
Yeah. I remember. So just still doing the thing. What game are you playing tonight?
War Thunder.
Okay. Yeah. Is that like you play that one the most right now, or?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the object? I've never played it. What are you supposed to do on the game?
So it's basically you can choose from tank, aviation, or battleships.
Okay.
And now you just kill the other opponents.
Just build up your army, and once it's at a good place, you start the attack and hope you do it.
basically online with other people.
Oh, I see. So it's more real time. Other people are making their own stuff as well, and
yeah.
Well, that sounds pretty fun. I like games like that. I'll check it out. You just play it on your PC?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it on any other formats, or is it just on there?
Xbox and PS4.
Okay, so it's on everything. Okay. All right. I just never really. I guess I'll have to look into it a little bit. I'm a little slow. I don't play the games as much as I used to, but I do still enjoy them. There you go. Anything else going on tonight?
No, not really.
All right. Well, thanks for calling again, and have a good one.
You too.
See you. Okay. George is the same way. The big city's all liberal, all covered. Anywhere else, times are normal. Do you live by the University of Nebraska? Yes, I do. At Kiri sent 48 presents. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love this series. Thank you. I love it too. It's a lot of fun. Tell him TurboTax for free. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like might as well just do your taxes. If H&R Block wants to charge you $500, they can go get lost. Just do it online. It's like whatever. What's gonna happen? You're gonna get audited. I don't have anything. Audit me all you want. I don't have anything. This dude is definitely a talker. LOL. Yeah, there's a few of them. Why does this guy have his number? I don't know. This is an interesting call. What is that above your head? That's the number. Yeah. Thanks for answering that for me. Only thing I hate about this is the people that cuss. I hear you. I just called the kid. No, I hear you. Some people are gonna cuss. It's been pretty tame tonight, really. About an hour to go here. Phone line is open. There's 10 text messages. What's going on here? I guess we can look at. Somebody just typed in yo. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, let's get back on track here. We got about an hour to go. I'm fighting through it tonight, guys. Help me out. Not feeling the best. I'd love to just go home, but I'm here for you. I'm pushing through. We're going to make it. Am I going to get a COVID test tomorrow? I don't want to. Then I have to leave the house. I wouldn't mind, but I just don't even want to leave the house. I just want to go home, go to bed, and then just wake up like next week. You know what I mean? Hopefully feel better, but I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to do anything. After this show tonight, the world's not going to hear from me for a week. Until next Thursday. Have always wanted to call maybe someday. Some days right now. Some days right now. Yeah, I have a headache. Yes, I do. I'm dizzy. I'm having trouble breathing. COVID testing hurts because they shove a cotton ball up your nose. Oh, I believe it. But I'm like, well, let's say I'm positive. Let's say I go get a test and they're like, well, what's going to happen? What are they? They're not going to do anything. Like, you just have to ride the thing out anyway. So I'm just not leaving the house. I'm literally just in my car, driving around, talking on the phone that's not ringing, and I'm laying on my couch. That's like the only thing that I'm doing. And yeah, so I don't know. I hope I feel better too. I'm just like, I'm not 100% here. I'm hoping the show is working okay tonight. Because I apologize. I feel like I'm not giving it my best effort, but I'm just not feeling the best. So next week, I promise, I will have lots of energy. Okay, I think Uber will pay you for missing time working if you test positive. It's true. I've read that, and I've read it's kind of a pain to get it approved, but then I've also read that once you're better, you have to, like, they don't just turn you back on. Like, you have to prove all these other things before you can start working again. And it's taken on people, like, a long time to get, like, back on the platform. So there you go. All right. Nobody's calling, so I'm going to start driving towards home. I started to get really dizzy, so I might just go home. But if somebody calls me on the way, we can deal with it. But we've gone over 2 hours at this point, so that's not too bad. I'd like to go a little bit longer, but I'm really just not feeling so hot. So if you want to call, go for it, but this might be the end. Let me know. Let me know. Otherwise, yeah. Whew. Done pretty well. I've pushed through, done 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Someone's calling. Maybe this will make things better. New Jersey again. Drive-by Night Show, how are you?
Hey, I'm back. I just wanted to say hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't feel good. I haven't felt good a few days, and I was like, I'd go out here and do this, but it's just kind of like the last even 5-10 minutes, I've just started to feel worse, so I might just have to go home.
Now here's the real question. Can you taste and smell?
Yeah, I can taste and smell. And I've got some gum in my mouth, and I can taste it just fine. And I know that those are, potential symptoms of the thing, I just don't know what else. I just haven't even been that many places lately, I couldn't even, I'm sick with something, but I can't even trace, where I would have gotten anything at this point, But thank you. Thank you for calling. And let me know that.
Hope you feel better soon.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Take care, man.
You too.
See you. Okay. I'm not really warm. I'm having trouble breathing, man. Headaches, dizziness. It's just hard to catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do. Okay, we got, okay, here comes my guy again. What's up, man? I put your phone number in. I know your number now. It's saved.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I heard you. Still am alive.
Okay.
I know what would make you feel better.
Well, tell me.
Some laxative.
Is that true?
Yeah, it fixes everything.
Because it just flushes everything out.
Yeah, it just works for everything.
Yeah.
If you have cancer, it will get rid of it.
Okay. It just takes the virus, it takes the cancer, it just turns it into poop, and it just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sell it at my shop, where I had my 20-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. But laxatives are supposed to really dehydrate you as well, because you lose all that water at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I make my money, because I have a bunch of water in my shop too.
Okay, so you dehydrate people and then you hydrate people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to be a good business.
It is.
Okay, man. All
right. Hey, I'll be waiting for next Thursday. All right,
buddy.
Shit's gonna be lit.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna feel better next Thursday. So everything will be better next Thursday.
Just get some laxatives. You feel way better.
All right, man. I'm going to the store right now.
All right.
See you, man.
All right, dude.
Okay. So there was the advice to get some laxative. I hope it's just the 24-hour flu. I don't know. I mean, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks on Tuesday. So I'm kind of running 72 hours here at this point. But I don't know. What do we got? 10:09. A few people in line. I'm really close to home. I'm gonna say I'm close to home. I got an unstable connection anyway. Good connection. I'm going to kind of pull in. If somebody wants to call, go for it. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to cut the show a little short tonight. I really do apologize. I'm just not feeling great. And I need to get some rest so I can keep doing this. But I have had a lot of fun tonight. It was nice to get out of the house for a couple of hours, but I think I just need to go right back in and just be done with this. So thank you, everyone, and I'll see you next week. I promise I will feel better and we'll have a lot of fun. We'll see you then.